Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It is Harriet here. Welcome to Wake Up with Harriet. Now, we're a little bit late this morning. We had some tech issues, so I do apologize for that. Don't normally have tech issues, but we had gremlins in the system this morning. However, we are here. We are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. So thank you for joining me. I can see a few people are watching. It is very early in Australia, so it normally takes a little while to get some people on, but I'm going to launch straight into it. Guys, on Wake Up with Harriet this morning, we are talking about comparison and the comparison trap, because it's something we all see is killing people's confidence and self-esteem. If you have ever compared yourself to other people or other people's lives, you'll probably know what I'm talking about, because you can feel pretty awful, can't you? You see people living these lives that look amazing and everything's going well. They're shiny, happy, colorful lives. But the reality is what you're seeing is just a show reel of their life. You're not seeing the real deal. So this morning, I want to have a quick chat with you, a quick mindset check to talk about the damage that comparing yourself to others can do to you, and how some practical steps that you can take immediately to learn to stop comparing. Okay, so I can see we've got a few people on. Say hello to me so I know that you're here. Hello, hello. Where are you? Where are you coming from? Otherwise, I'll just keep going. So let me ask you a question. I know you love my little notes, don't you? I think I'm just a teacher at heart. It's what you get after having two parents as teachers. Are you comparing yourself to others, right? And you may not even know it. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, any type of social media, more than likely you are comparing yourself to other people and you don't even know it. So let's start with this. What I want to ask you is, what are you really comparing yourself against? Can you see that? What are you really? Here's a question for you. What are you really comparing yourself against, guys? And I ask you that question because you don't know what you see in Facebook, Instagram, magazines, whatever else it may be, even with your neighbors. You don't always see the real deal. You don't really see who that person is, what their internal struggles are. And is that somebody, are you comparing yourself to somebody who shares the same value set as yourself, and somebody that you actually want to aspire to be like? So number one, I want you to ask yourself, what are you really comparing yourself against? Think about that one. The second thing, this is probably the most important piece to remember, is this: the real deal. Do you really know the real deal of the people that you're comparing yourself against? And if you've just joined this morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, we're talking comparison and how that can be killing your confidence, and what you can do immediately to stop comparing yourself and learn to love your own unique DNA and turn that into your own superpower. The real deal. So number two, do you really know what the real deal of the people that you're comparing yourself to is? How many times have we seen movie stars, celebrities, public identities, politicians, whoever it is you may see in the media, who all of a sudden we start to see that come unearthed. The reality of their life comes unearthed. There could be depression, drug issues, unhappy marriage. There could be domestic abuse. There could be a multitude, financial challenges. There could be mental health challenges. You name it. Whatever can happen to a human being could be happening to these people. You simply do not know. Let me ask you a question. Do you know the real deal? Think of somebody right now. I'm just trying to get this right into the screen, doing it back to front, so it's a bit challenging at 6 a.m. Do you really know the deal of the people that you're comparing yourself against? Do you really know? Think about people you may have compared yourself against to in the past. Maybe it's neighbors with a nicer, bigger, better house, bigger, better car, somebody in your work who seems to be getting ahead and you just can't do that. When you stop to really understand what is going on for that individual, you just don't know. So what I'm saying, you're comparing yourself to their show reel. So be very, very careful that you're not putting your self-worth and your confidence and your value on the line for somebody you don't know the real deal for, right? I mean, I have looked at people in the past and thought, wow, your life is amazing. God, I'm such a failure compared to you, where you're at in your life. And I've gotten to know the person and seen behind the scenes. So their behind the scenes, their on-set versus off-set life are very different. And I can tell you, I wouldn't trade places in a million years. But their public face, so their PR face, and we all have one, whether you believe it or not, you, yes, you, I'm talking right at you, see my eyes, you have one too. There are going to be people who look at you and think, wow, she has a pretty cool life, certainly doing better than me. There'll be somebody who'll think that you're doing better than them, right? You have that PR face, but what's happening for you behind the scenes that you don't want the world to know? See, you are no different to what I'm talking about, right? There are people that we admire, that we look to, and we have no clue what's really happening for them in their world. So be really mindful of what is the real deal. Do you really know what you're comparing against? Hello. Hi, Lisa. I can see you, Lisa. Where are you joining from, Lisa? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? Do you compare yourself? Oh my God, I think everybody does. Today we're talking comparison if you're just joining or just started watching. Number 3, in terms of comparison and how you can slay that right now and turn your unique DNA into your own superpower is this. Guys, I want you to know you are unique. You are unique, right? Okay? This is your superpower, your DNA, your superpower. Nobody else is you unless you're a twin, an identical twin. Okay, let's say you're not an identical twin, but you're unique. Your DNA is precious. It's you. It's what makes you what you are and who you are. It's a magical thing. It is your superpower. So when you start comparing yourself to other people, guys, when you're comparing yourself to others, you're diminishing your own superpower. You're forgetting that your DNA. Hey, Canada. Yeah, Lisa, you're right. And women do, women and men, we compare ourselves, and you're on Facebook, hey, Lisa, like the rest of us. How many times do you see somebody's post and go, oh God, they're on holiday again. Look at me. I don't have the money to do this. Or look at her, you know, look at the beautiful house, the husband, the boyfriend, the girlfriend. Oh, look at that. You know, we do, and it's subconscious. So if I can even impress one thing on you, your tonight time, because it's still Sunday for you, Lisa, is that you're unique, honey. You are unique. It's your DNA and it's your superpower, okay? And don't diminish yourself. You are unique, because that point of difference for you when you were born with your DNA gives you this. Like her or love her, it's your Wonder Woman or Superman if you're a guy watching. Okay, I don't have a Superman, I've only got Wonder Woman. That is your superpower, okay? So let's just quickly recap, because I know this is my third wake up with Harriet, and I promised to keep it to 10 to 15 minutes. So it's just a quick soundbite of good, wholesome mind food for you. So question 1, what are you really comparing against? What are you really, the value set? Do you really know this person? Number 2, the real deal. Do you really know this person's real deal behind the scenes? Are they truly happy? How do you know they're not having marriage problems, issues with their kids, blah, blah, blah? I'll tell you a secret, guys. I'll tell you something really vulnerable here. When I separated from my partner, people were shocked to know what was actually happening 12 years behind the scenes. Because do you know what? I kept up a brave face, right? I kept up a brave face. I put on the lipstick every day. I trotted off to work in my nice corporate executive job, traveling around the world. La-di-da. I felt shit behind the scenes. I was still comparing myself to people. But when people looked at me and said, Harriet, I would never have guessed, that taught me the biggest lesson of my life around vulnerability and stop comparing yourself. Because they said, we look to you, we compared ourselves to you. How will you manage the career, the kids, blah, blah, blah. And when they found out the truth, that I was broken, I was so broken. You have no idea. they were shocked. And then they started to share their journeys and their vulnerabilities and their fears with me. And that's when life changed. You just don't know who you're comparing to, right? Hi, Mark. Good morning. Now, there's somebody who is on morning time up in Queensland. Hey, Mark, we're talking about comparison. I don't know if you suffer from comparison, Mark, comparing yourself to other people. But we're just wrapping up. So, guys, what I want you to remember is that you are unique. And being unique is your superpower. It's your DNA. It is this. Don't compare yourself to others when you simply don't know their stories. It's good to be keeping an eye on what your competition is doing if you're in business or whatever. But if you're scrolling through Facebook, if you're looking on Instagram going, shit, this person's got a great life, you just don't know. I want you to keep asking yourself, do you know the real deal? Do you really know what is happening for that person, right? Do you really know? Okay. So I'm going to post this onto my YouTube channel later on today, and you'll be able to watch the recording if you want to just have a quick flick back through it. But if you've got any questions, reach out, send me a message. I'll be doing this again. No worries, Lisa. I hope it's helpful. If you've got any questions or you've got anything that you'd like to talk about or want me to discuss or share with you over the coming days, I'll be doing this again Australian time Wednesday morning and Friday morning as well, and doing a real talk Tuesday 9:30 a.m. Australian Central Standard Time. I think that's what we are. Hey, Simone. Hi, Simone and Sophie. Good morning. Hello. Do you want me just to quickly recap, guys? We've got a few more minutes. I started late because we had tech gremlins. We're talking about comparison this morning. I'm going to ask you this. Are you comparing yourself to others? This is what we've just been talking about. Are you comparing yourself to others? And I can tell you that if you're on Facebook or Instagram, you will be, whether you know it or not. Simone, hello. How's it up in the hills this morning? Is it cold? Did you get the rain? Guys, it's been so hot in Australia or in Adelaide that the rain is so welcome. Number one, question to you guys. What are you really comparing yourself against? Are you comparing yourself against the people who share the same values, the same mindset, people that you aspire to be like? Because number two, do you know the real deal? Do you really know what's going on for these people that you're comparing yourself against? Good morning. Hi. Hello. Hi, Sophie. Sophie, where are you coming in from? Hey, just drop a note in there and let me know where you're coming from. I'd love to know what time of day it is for you. Us lunatics who are up very early in the morning here. The real deal, guys, ask yourself this. Do you really know who you're comparing yourself to, right? I won't repeat everything I've just shared because you'll all be here for the rest of the day, but you can go back and watch the recording. But the real deal is you don't know what's going on for New York. I love New York. Sophie, I used to work with Tiffany and Company when I was based in London, and I used to travel around Europe a lot. So I would travel to New York every couple of months. Yeah, what is it called? That iron building. I can't remember the name of it. Put it in here if you know it. But yeah, so I worked in the head office there in that beautiful building. I can't even remember the address. Isn't that funny how we just lose things out of our mind? But yeah, do you know the Tiffany store in New York? I'm not a big jewelry person, but I didn't say that. But it was an amazing life. And that's what I'm talking about. People compared their lives to mine. But behind the scenes, guys, I felt like shit. They compared their lifestyle to mine. And what they didn't know when the truth came out, when I separated from my partner and I fell apart, was I was broken behind the scenes. I was keeping my Trump Tower. Do you know, I never noticed Trump Tower. I should have noticed. I'm going to come back to you, Sophie, and tell you where it is. It's by is it the Flatiron building or something? It kind of like goes off on a bit of a wedge. Anyway, it's, oh, you can, yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about. Sorry, guys, off on a tangent. But the real deal here is, guys, that you don't know who you're comparing yourself to. Your neighbours, what's happening behind closed doors with your neighbours, if that's who you're comparing to, or other people in a job or in careers or in relationships. Unless you've got extremely good evidence and data to know what is happening in that person's life, you don't really know what's happening for them. So when you're comparing yourself to them, it can be a form of insanity. It's like comparing yourself to something so unrealistic. It's not real. So the amount of times we see celebrities bust out of, you know, bad relationships and tell the truth about what was really going on for them. Public identities, politicians, you name it, it happens, right? So just be really careful. Do you know the real deal? And finally, you know how much I love props. It's that background in theatre and acting, right? Wonder Woman. Why do I show you Wonder Woman? Sophie, Simone, Lisa, if you're still here. Mark, hi. Wonder Woman, because you are unique, right? Even in a sea of people in New York, a sea of people in Canada, right? Simone, maybe not a sea of people in Mount Barker. You are unique. It is your superpower. It's your DNA. You are blessed with that. Nobody can compare to you. You cannot compare to anybody else. It's nuts to try to do that because you are unique. And the moment you can remember that your DNA and being so unique, like Wonder Woman's DNA, it's precious. This is where you can tap into your superpower. You can learn to appreciate how precious you are and stop the comparison game. Rebuild your confidence. Start to build your own self-esteem because you have got so much going on for you that is awesome and unique, and nobody else can touch that, guys. I can't stress that enough. We've got to get out of the comparison game, particularly in the world of social media. And I know it. You know, as a coach, I work globally, and I sometimes have to catch myself scrolling through Facebook going, oh, wow, she's doing really well. Oh, look at that nice landing page. Oh, geez, you know, I've really got a way to go. Stop it. Catch yourself out, because take this away with you, and then I'm going to stop talking. Tap into your own superpower. You are unique. Nobody else can ever match that. All right. Sophie, Simone, Lisa's gone away. Mark's probably gone away. But everyone who's watching, yeah, Mark's just said, just run your own race and believe in yourself. Everyone is special in their own way. Ooh, ooh, too right, Mark. Couldn't agree more. And it takes many of us a long time to get that. So, guys, if I can impress on you one thing this morning on Wake Up with Harriet, be your own superpower. Run your own race. Walk to the beat of your own drum. Because comparing yourself is just... Hey, Lisa. I'm going to take this away with you, all right, is that you are unique. Stop the comparison game. Rebuild that sense of value in yourself, because you just don't know who you're comparing yourself to. Make sense? Okay, guys, I'm going to let you get on with your day, morning, evening, whatever you're doing. Hopefully, Sophie, New York is not so cold. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi. We're just winding up, but today we're talking about the comparison trap. All right, the comparison trap and how toxic and lethal it really is for us. So I hope for Canada and New York, guys, that it's not as cold for you. We're moving into sort of summer, or what are we moving into, Simone? Spring? No, autumn. We're moving into autumn. I forget where I am in the world. So I hope it's warming up for you guys. If you've missed this, just jump back on. You can watch the recording in a few minutes, listen to it on the way to work or whatever you're doing, cooking dinner, changing nappies. The amount of times I've had my headphones on when I was like changing nappies and listening to stuff and trying to get babies to sleep, crazy times. We're talking comparison. Are you comparing yourself to others? And the top 3 things that you're doing that you can do immediately to stop comparing. But my parting message, guys, Jacqueline, is that you're unique. This is your superpower. Nobody else has your DNA. Tap into it. Okay? I'll leave you on that note. Guys, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, evening, morning, and may the force be with you. You're amazing. Don't forget it, right? Okay, guys. See you later.